Welcome to video lecture. Today we are going to see about various highway cross-sectional elements. So the various highway cross-sectional elements are carriageway, shoulder, the roadway width, right-of-way, building line, control line, median, camper, cross slope, crown, side slope, curb, guardrails, side drains and other facilities. It's the carriageway. It is a travel way which is used for the movement of vehicle. It takes the vehicular loading. It may connect maybe cement concrete road or bituminous pavement. Width of the carriageway is determined on the basis of the width of the vehicle and the minimum side clearance for safety. As per IRC specification, the maximum width of vehicle is 2.44 meter, minimum clearance of 0.68 in case of single line and 1.02 meter in case of double line. So the various width of the carriageway on basis of the class of roads are being shown in the figure. It's a carriageway, you can see in the diagram. It's a two-lane, two-way road. Next, the shoulder. It is provided along the road edge to serve as an emergency lane for vehicle. It acts as a service lane for the vehicle that have been broken down. The minimum shoulder width of 4.6 meters so that the truck stationed at the side of the shoulder would have a clearance of 1.85 meter from the pavement. IRC recommended the minimum shoulder width is 2.5 meter. It should have sufficient load bearing capacity even in the wet weather. The surface of the should be rougher than the traffic lane so that the vehicles are discouraged to use the shoulder as a regular traffic. The color should be different from that of the pavement so that as to be distinct. So here in the picture you can see the shoulder. Here you can see the untreated shoulder and a treated shoulder. So width of the roadway or the formation width. It is a sum of the width of the carriageway or the pavement including separators if any and the shoulder. Next, the right of way. It is the total area of the land acquired for the road along its alignment. It depends on the importance of the road and possible future development. It is desirable to acquire more width of land as the cost of adjoining land invariably increases very much soon after the new highway construction is constructed. Building lane. In order to reserve sufficient space for the future development of roads, it is desirable to control the building activities on either side of the road boundary beyond the land worth acquired for the land. Control lines. In addition to the building line, it is desirable to control the nature of building from up to further setback distance. Traffic separators or median. The main function is to prevent head-on collision between the vehicles moving in the opposite direction, channelize the traffic into streams at the intersection, segregate the slow traffic, and to protect the pedestrians. IRC recommends a minimum desirable width of 5 meter and may be reduced to 3 meter where land is restricted. The minimum width of median in urban area is 1.2 meter. Here you can see a median or the separator in a 4-lane divided carriageway or a dual carriageway. Cross slope or camper. It is a slope provided to the road surface in the transverse direction to drain off the rainwater from the road surface, to prevent the entry of surface water into the subgrade soil through the pavement, to prevent the entry of water into the bituminous pavement layer. It is to remove the rainwater from the pavement surface as quick as possible and to allow the pavement to get dry soon after the rain. It is expressed as the percentage of 1 vertical to NH. It depends on the pavement surface and the amount of rainfall. The shapes of the cross slope. Parabolic shape for the fast moving vehicle, straight line, combination of parabolic and the straight line. So here are some of the recommended values of camper for different types of road surface are given. Too steep slope is not desirable because of the following reason. Uncomfortable side stress and unequal wear of tires as well as road surface. Problem of toppling over the highly laden bullock cart on truck. Tendency of most vehicles travel along the central line. Next comes the curve. It indicates the boundary between the pavement and the shoulder. It is desirable to provide curves in urban area. It is of the three types. The first one is low or mountable curve. It allows the driver to enter the shoulder area with little difficulty. The height of this type of shoulder keeps us about 10 centimeter above the pavement edge with slope to help the vehicle climb the curb easily. The second type is a semi-barrier curb. It provides on the periphery of the roadway where the pedestrian traffic is high. The height of about 15 centimeter above the pavement edge with a batter of 1:1 on the top 7.5 centimeter. It prevents parking of the vehicle, but during the emergency it is possible to drive over this curb with some difficulty. Third one is a barrier type curb. It provides in built up area adjacent to the footpath with considerable pedestrian traffic. The height of the curb is about 20 centimeter above the pavement edge with a steep batter of 1 vertical is to 0.25 horizontal. So here you can see the picture of various types of curves. Next, the guardrail. It's provided the edge of the shoulder when the road is constructed on a fill exceeds 3 meter. It also provides horizontal curves so as to provide better night visibility of the curves under the headlights of the vehicles. So here in the picture you can see the different types of guardrails provided on the roads. Road margins. Parking lane. These provides on the urban roads to allow curb parking. As far as possible, only parallel parking should be allowed as it is safer for the moving vehicle. It should be sufficient width, say 3 meter. Next, the lay-by. These are provided near the public convenience with a guide map to enable the driver to stop clear of the carriageway. It has 3 meter width, 30 meter length with 15 meter end tapers on both sides. Bus base. These may be provided by recessing the curve to avoid conflict with the moving traffic. It is located 75 meter away from the intersection. Frontage road. These are provided to give access to the properties along an important highway with control access to expressway or freeway. It may run parallel to the highway and are isolated by the separator. Driveway. It connected the highway with commercial establishment like fuel station, service station, etc. It should be located away from the intersection. Cycle track. It is provided in urban areas when the volume of cycle traffic on the road is very high. A minimum width of 2 meters is provided for cycle track. Footpath. These are provided in urban areas when the vehicular as well as the pedestrian traffics are heavy. To protect the pedestrians and decrease accident, minimum width of 1.5 meter is provided. Thank you.